Subscribe to the FocusTalk TV YouTube channel. Follow at FocusTalk TV on Instagram and Twitter, and join in on the conversation on the FocusTalk TV Facebook page. And in the meantime, remember to stay focused. All right, here we go.
Yes, sir.
5, 4. You're in tune to Chicago's most popular college music radio station. 89.3 is WKKC. This is Focus Talk, the thought-provoking, solution-oriented talk show daring to make a difference in our communities. We're broadcasting to you from the campus of Kennedy King College, nestled in the Inglewood community, 6301 South Halsted in Chicago, Illinois. We're talking on a regular basis because the answers really matter. We're talking about politics, religion, music, history, and then from time to time, we are spotlighting positive people who are doing positive things in and around the city of Chicago, as well as across the nation. I'm your host, Dennis Snipe. Joining me in the studio today, I am happy and elated to have Miss Shirley Whitmore. How are you, Shirley?
I'm doing just great. How you doing, Mr. Snipe?
I am well. Now, you know what? In addition to you being here, you brought someone really special along with you. And you know what? I'm not going to steal her thunder. Why don't you introduce her to me?
The person that I brought along with me is Mom's Maybe.
Mom's Maybe.
Maybe.
Okay. All right. Now, give me a little information as to who Mom's Maybe is.
Mom's Maybe is honored to do Jackie Mom's Mabley. You see, Jackie Mom's Mabley was the first female stand-up comic, black, white, polka dot, any other color. She was out here in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s with Count Basie, Duke Ellington, Ella Fitzgerald, Butterbeans and Susan, Pygmy Malcolm. She was out here 40 years before the next female got out here telling jokes. And
Really?
I'm honored to do Mom. I'm honored because she was such a great person. She was so funny. This woman was hilarious.
Okay. Now, when did you come into the knowledge of Mom's Maybe?
Well, you see, I go to Christ Universal Temple and I'm in the choir. And we used to have our convention every year in Chicago. People from all over the world and our member churches and study groups would come here. And the choir would hold forth on that Saturday night with a big gala. And so Bob Maines was our director, and he knew I did comedy. I already did comedy. I had 7 characters. And so one night after rehearsal, he said, "Do you know Mom's Mabley?" And I said, "Sure." He said, "Can you do her?" I said, "Yeah," because I ain't never said I couldn't do nothing, because I know they're going to teach you anyhow, so I always say, "Yeah, I can do it."
Okay.
And so I learned her, I learned her records, and then an impressionist told me how to go down here with my voice, and I borrowed clothes from my girlfriends. Mom's Maybe was born.
Mom's Maybe was born. Mom's Maybe.
And I did it that night. I was scared to death, but I did it, and that was the beginning. That was over 30 years ago.
Wow. Now, what makes her such an interesting comedian?
Because she told it like it was. She not only told it like it was, she did one thing every time you saw her, whether she was in the White House, and she was there with every president, or at Carnegie Hall, or before kings and queens. Jackie Mom's Maybe always said, "I don't like no old men." No, ain't nothing no old man can do for me. He can't do nothing for himself.
Now, why doesn't she like old men?
She don't like old, you ain't paying attention.
Okay.
She don't like old men. She said, "I don't like old men."
Okay.
She likes young men.
Young men.
And I got $1.5 million in my pocketbook for the right young man.
Okay.
You see, I'm an old lady, ain't got no teeth, and I knew if I take up a young man's time, I got to give him some money. So here's my pocketbook, and I got $1.5 million in it. It don't look like it because it's on my link card, but I got it in there. But he got to be young.
Uh-huh.
The other day, a lady said, he's young, talking about her grandson. I said, how old is you, son? He said, 23. I said, too old for me, honey.
Too old?
Yeah, 23. Because I don't like nobody older than 21.
Nobody older than 21. Okay.
Because if you see me talking to anybody over the age of 21, he's a relative.
I'll definitely keep that in mind.
And if you see me holding his hand, don't forget this. I'm holding him for the police. Now, I don't like no old man. Now, I will let the old man hold my coat while I kiss the young man.
Okay. Now, where can I find Mom's Mabley? Maybe.
I was just going to say Mom's Mabley, since 1975, has been out there in the graveyard. We lost her in 1975. In
1975. But you keep her alive on a regular basis.
I keep
her spirit
alive. I keep her spirit alive on a regular basis. I'm always clean. Always. Because you see, I want everybody to understand that you don't have to be dirty to be funny. Mm-hmm. You don't have to disrespect people and talk upon their clothes to be funny. So I'm a Christian comedian. How can you say you're a Christian comedian, Moms, and you do Moms Mabley? Because I choose to be.
Okay. I
don't use bad words. I don't talk up under people's clothes, and yet I keep the spirit of Mom's jokes, of Moms alive. And so I'm seen all over. I'm going back to Mississippi in June and July. I've been to Arkansas, Alabama, Ohio, Kentucky. Mississippi, every year somebody in Mississippi has Moms come down there. I've been to Tennessee. I've been doing Moms and just all over.
So what's the appeal of the character of Mom's Maybe? What's the appeal? Why do folks like her so?
Well, they like her because she's funny.
She's funny.
They like her because the older people can relate to Moms, because we're the ones that went to the old Regal Theater on 47th and South Parkway, the Color Kings Drive now, or the High Chaparral, or the Grand Ballroom, or Robert's Show Lounge. We went there and saw Moms because we thought she lived in Chicago because she was always here. Mm-hmm. And the appeal that I want is that I have a message. I have a positive message for my seniors. I tell them to exercise and to think health and to think things that are good. I really preach to them in my comedy. I really do, but they don't know it.
So now the young folks who've never heard of Mom's Mabley and they see Mom's Maybe, what's their reaction?
They laugh. Well, at first they're waiting. They're waiting for me to get dirty. Because they can't believe that a comedian cannot get dirty. So I usually tell them, young people, you never heard me say a bad word and yet you laugh. So I'm letting you know you can be funny and clean.
Okay.
So, but the appeal also because when I talk about that young man, I go pick out somebody in that audience and they all just fall out. And I ask the young man, what are you doing? I encourage them to stay in school. And the little kids, I talk to them. I encourage them to stay in school and get A's and B's. I have made Moms as positive as I can possibly make Moms.
Okay.
And she was positive. She just had a persona that was a little risque.
Now, does her sidekick Pig Meat ever come and join you?
There was one man from my church. He always, if he was in the audience, he always did. And he hired me enough that I let him do it. But no.
No? All
but
right.
sometimes, let me tell you what they do. Sometimes these old men get to talking back at Moms, and I tell them, I know one thing for sure. You ain't been to too many comedy shows. Because if you've been to comedy shows, you know you don't talk back to the comedian. You just glad that I'm a Christian comedian. Because other than that, I'd be tap dancing on your gizzard by now.
Not his gizzard.
Yeah, gizzard. You didn't know the old men had gizzards? They got two things. They got worms and they got gizzards.
Worms? Worms and gizzards.
And gizzards.
All right. Now, where can I get more information about Mom's Maybe?
Well, I'm going to tell you, I do have a website that's not a good one.
No?
I've paid all kind of money and it still ain't upright.
That ain't right?
I know it ain't right, but I don't know nothing about no computers. Now,
okay.
And so I do the best I can. I pay out the money and they trick me and it ain't right.
It ain't
but
right.
I am on YouTube and I am on Facebook as Shirley Mom's Maybe. MABEY.
Shirley Mom's Maybe.
Yeah, MOMSMABEY.
MOSMOBEY.
MAB.
Wait a minute. Get me right now. Let's
I don't
take it
know
from the
if
top.
that's possible.
It is.
Okay, I'm gonna
Through
try.
much practice.
MOMS. Moms. Maybe. MABEY. I dropped the L. I dropped the L and maybe because see, when I make my second $1 million, I don't want her heirs coming around talking about give me some.
Okay. Now tell me a little bit about Shirley Whitmore.
Okay, Shirley just celebrated her birthday 25 times 3.
25 times 3. Wow.
I've been in Chicago all my life.
Uh-huh.
I was actually adopted and brought here by a cousin of the family, and so I've been here all my life. And I am separated, divorced, and widowed, all by the same man, because that's the progression of his life. We separated, then he got a divorce, and then he died. So I'm on 3 categories. So, when you fill out an application, say, what's your category? I have to say other.
Okay.
Because I don't know which one. No, I'm just teasing. But I go to Christ Universal Temple. I worked for Illinois Department of Public Aid for 40 years. I just retired in 2009, and that was really rewarding. People don't think it is, but it's all in the way you look at what you're doing. So I'm telling people, I don't care what you do as a profession. Everybody doesn't have the glam that you have, Mr. Snipe. So I don't care what your profession, you have to put your positiveness in that profession. And you have to take out what you can take out of that profession that make you feel good and worthy.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was a caseworker. And I just saw one of my clients last week. She hugged me. And back in the day, people hated caseworkers. But I had one thing that I did. I treated everybody the way I wanted to be treated. I made sure that they didn't get what they weren't supposed to get, and I made sure they got everything they were supposed to get. So when you do that and make fair with people, I don't care what your occupation is, if you're fair with people, you're going to be okay.
Okay. All right. Now, what do you want to do with what you're doing now with your character as far as moving forward, let's say in the next 2 to 3 years?
In the next 2 to 3 years, there are 3 people that I really want to connect with. I want to connect with Oprah Winfrey. I want to connect with Whoopi Goldberg. Listen, she did an excellent documentary about Jackie Mom's Maybe. I went to the Gene Siskel Theater and saw it on opening night. It is awesome, and I want everybody to be sure that you take your young people to see it, or it's at the library. Now, library is a new fruit.
It's a new fruit?
Library.
Library.
Okay. So I want everybody to go to the library and get her CD or DVD, whichever way you call it, and let your children know about how important Mom's Maybe was. She made more money than anybody back in the day. I didn't even know that. And I have done research on her. I want to know Tyler Perry. I've been in a lot of plays, and I'm good.
Yeah.
And I want to meet up with him, and I want to go on a Windy City Live.
Ah, yeah. Okay. Well, you just put it out there. So there may be someone who's listening who can make that happen for you. How about that?
I hope so, because that's what Johnny taught. If you have a dream, you put it out there and you know it's going to come true, and it will. And that's what I did just now. Thank you.
Now, give me a particular fact outside of the money piece and outside of the young men and the old men, something that we may not know about Moms Mabley.
Moms Mabley was born Mary Aiken. I think it's Mary Alice Aiken. Right now my mind is crazy. But she was abused, actually, as a child. She was abused, and I think she had 2 children as a result of her family members sexually abusing her. And so the thing that I want people to understand is Moms Mabley was so funny that laughter is healing. And I believe that she got her power. I believe that she got some of her goodness from the fact that she had such a raw beginning. She had a raw beginning. Because one of the reasons they called her moms was because all of the black actors and actresses went to her. She was older than they were generally, and they went to her for advice. She even let them stay in her house while they were trying to further their careers. Moms Mabley was a mama for a lot of people. And that's what we have to do. When we are on our way or have already made it, we need to help others make it. Because there's no competition in the world. There's enough for everybody. And if people would realize that, they wouldn't be doing whatever they're doing.
Okay. And so now you perform for churches and civic centers, CBOs, community-based organizations, schools. It doesn't matter.
It does not matter. It does. I have even performed at the Baton Club, and you know what that is.
Yeah.
That's where gentlemen come out in all their glam, and you think that they're ladies. And I even performed on that stage. Yes,
really?
I'm a lady. Don't get that wrong. I don't want you to don't get it twisted. But I'm saying it was for Quentin D. Alexander's birthday party, and he had me on that stage telling jokes on the Baton Club. So I go everywhere. I've done in lounges, backyards, basements, wherever. Some meetings, they want an icebreaker. They use moms as an icebreaker. I have been bust into a meeting for 5 minutes and just did 5 minutes of moms and rushed out. I've done the 11 o'clock service in churches, church anniversaries, family reunions, whatever. I've done it for corporate, the city, the state. I haven't done it for the feds yet.
Not yet?
No, I'm going to. I wanted Barack Obama to see me. He came to my church when he was running for senator.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I wanted him to see Mom.
Well, you put that out there as well, so that just may happen.
You should.
It's never too late.
No, of course not. It's never too late. Because if I'm 75 and a half, and I give that half to God, because he took me from being an adopted child to where I am now, then I know everything is possible. And that's what everybody's got to understand. Everything is possible. Oh, you told me not to do that. Everything is possible. Everything.
Everything is possible.
Yeah.
All right.
If a man can go to the moon, and if black women can be the ones that took the numbers to help him to get to the moon,
anything's possible. Okay.
Everything.
Miss Shirley, give me some closing words.
The word for this month is peace.
Peace. Why?
Everybody, pardon?
Why is peace the word for this month?
Everybody needs a piece of peace. Because if people had peace of mind, that's the first place. If people had peace of mind, they wouldn't be doing all these things that they're doing. Mm-hmm. Then you want to peace in the home, peace on the block, peace in the city, peace in the burbs, peace in this county, country, everything, the world. And somewhere it's written, if 2 or 3 people are thinking the same thing at the same time, it's going to happen. So I want all of your listenership, I want all of your television people to start thinking about peace. It is 6 minutes after 8. Start thinking about peace at 6 minutes after 8 every day. And if everybody thinks about peace in that book, it said it's going to happen because everybody's on one accord. Everybody's thinking the same thing because we have to pray for peace.
Miss Shirley Whitmore, thank you so very much for coming by, and thank you for bringing moms along with you.
Thank you, and now we're going to go out and find us some young men. Well, actually, I like older men, but she's predominant right now because I'm wearing her clothes. And so she's predominant, so we're going to end up with a couple of young men.
All right. If I run into any, I'll be sure to point them in your direction.
Oh, please
How's
do.
that?
Please do. I'll even give you a tip.
Okay.
Don't
eat yellow snow.
Oh, now that was cute. That was cute. I like that.
Thank you so very much. And I look forward to seeing you on stage real soon.
Thank you. I look forward to being there, and I look forward to seeing this. And I'm telling everybody, this guy is so charming. You got to listen. You got to look. Every time he is out here on the airwaves, you got to listen and tell all your friends and your relatives.
I appreciate you more than you know.
Okay.
You're in tune to Chicago's most popular college music radio station. 89.3 is WKKC.
You're watching FocusTalk TV
with your host, Dennis Snipe.
Subscribe to the FocusTalk TV YouTube channel. Follow at FocusTalk TV on Instagram and Twitter, and join in on the conversation on the FocusTalk TV Facebook page. And in the meantime, remember to stay focused.